on the ground. This is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney. Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And now running right through it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Back to throw now on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want to
offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
All right, now, lucky 56. Over.
Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Back to throw. Love. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out. Right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Trader trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And this one's incomplete. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back that up, Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On 3rd down, Trader. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to Michel on the dump off. A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it to the right side and complete to Hurst. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Leopard! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. But a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the 2nd drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
No, check. Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a little 360. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. To throw on second down. Schrader. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Back to throw. Schrader steps away. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Looking to throw. Schrader flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Derek Rivers in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Cole. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schrader, throw right side, caught by Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Schrader. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Back to throw. Schrader toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Schrader escaping the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts are in for 6. And so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Schrader. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. He was looking for a Nunwa there. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll check this one down to Michel. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Trader flush to his right. Caught right side. Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Check 15. Check 50. 44, somebody. 44. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Shift. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Trader. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing to start the drive. Trader, and they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Lucky 56.
This is Hines. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Gone.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's a give to Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Michel. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point safely through, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, Schrader. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dumps it off to Fournette. There he goes inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Leonard Fournette, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Schrader forced out to his left. Derek Rivers in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Anunua's got it, complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dante Moncrief. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now a toss play. It's Hines looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run again with Hines. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Schrader looking deep for Hilton. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Switch. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going deep for Moncrief. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Trader to the right side to Eric Ebron. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
No. Check. Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 88 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw to Michel on the dump off. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Looking to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll set up to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Watching that, Barney!
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Michel. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And they will run it with Michel. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.